the EHOME take the Wisp.
And then
I want
VICI
to see
take
a
the
Wisp
Rubik.
game.
Yeah. Do the Wisp CK, please.
I think they'll take Undying. Or they'll take something that deals with a Wisp.
Rubik.
Sure.
Rubik's not bad. The lockdown's great.
Yeah, but it would be great if you were first pick. But I think in a game like this, where they've picked the Wisp, you need to think about what they're going to be picking with the Wisp next. So, and you need to plan for that, thinking ahead. So we've seen things like Gyro before. We've seen Wisp CK, Wisp Slardar has been the big one in recent times. So now you need to be thinking ahead of VICI. If you're VICI already, thinking, okay, well, EHOME, I think they're more likely going to pick this like CK/Slardar hero. How do we want to deal with that? What baffles me is that, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah,
it went back to the Grimstroke. I mean, that hero felt really strong last game, and I'm very okay with this. And this is it is a counter to the Wisp as well.
I think Grimstroke's really good.
Yeah.
It's been slept on. Nice to see it 2 games in a row. Yeah, like you say, Soulbind against the Wisp always going to be very good if they get tethered up near each other.
Yeah, would somebody with my MMR really know something like that? I feel like,
yes,
it's just a number. Okay.
It's just a number. Yeah, okay. It's just a number.
It's what I tell myself so I can get to sleep at night.
So let's think of the options. Slardar, CK, Gyro. What else have we seen? What are the like Luna has been like a really different kind of one that sometimes gets picked with Wisp. Chalice likes Bloodseeker, which they could go for here. Doesn't really work well with the Wisp though, but it does like set up okay for relocates. They could go like Beastmaster as well. I think has value when you play with the Wisp. Beacup's just. I felt like you're stuck between laughing and crying at the moment.
I'm thinking about the draft. I want to prove myself right now. You know how hard I'm trying to just guess heroes at the moment so I can like actually feel good about myself. I'm so focused on trying to pick the right heroes. I'm listening. Go on. You got this. You're the analyst. No, you're the immortal player. It's okay.
Leshrac gets picked. So this is something EHOME have done in other parts of this tournament, right? They go for this Wisp Lesh. The Wisp enables that hero to just run in, do its own thing, get that early mech. I am interested to see what they pick here with the Grimstroke now. I think there's so many good pairings you can have with this hero. There's like Life Sealer, Jug, like all these mid heroes like Ember, Void Spirit. Any hero with a blink stun, like Centaur, Sanking. Even like Clockwork could be okay here.
Do you think about taking the Doom in this situation?
I mean, you could do, but I think that's not the way you would necessarily want to look at it. It's absolutely a fine pick if they want to, but I think the Slardars are such a crazy hero, and if they don't pick it here, it's going to get banned second phase by one of these teams. There's no way it gets let through into the second phase picks because it's good with Wisp and Grim. I do like that EHOME took a lot of time to think about their second pick, though, because there was a lot of things they could have done with the Wisp. And again, if they don't pick Lesh, then it would have been banned. So it's kind of like, well, we either take it here and we want to play around it, or we have to choose a different path with our lineup.
Yeah.
And they've looked good this tournament with Wisp Lesh. So, yeah, stick to something you've been good at.
Yeah. Why change success?
You're one game away from elimination.
Go for broke. Find your comfort heroes. I mean, that definitely stems from having a Wisp as well as a Leshrac. That's for sure. I want to see what else they go for because the Leshrac is high pace. So I would expect VICI, considering they've already got their Slardar. So I would expect VICI to want to get a couple of offlaners out there. You want to get the Night Stalker out. Like they've already got the Beastmaster, I think, is one you really want to get out of there because that's going to up the tempo. Anything that could really up the tempo on you that's going to work with this Leshrac and start taking towers 7, 10. We've seen it before. We've seen the Beastmaster as well as the Leshrac. 7 minutes. Your safe lane's gone. 10 minutes. Your mid's gone. How many times do I have to say that to really just like, it really is just like that. So let's see. They banned the PA. I want to see what else they're going to ban in terms of a safe laner. I wonder if they'll ban like Lifestealer. Well, they go to the PL. So, who was
Drow.
it? Yeah, it was the Drow that was the one we were talking about yesterday, where the PL gets on top of it, and it's very hard to deal with.
I mean, they could be thinking about picking Undying as well.
Yeah,
still,
'cause the
which has been
Tombstone,
completely
yeah.
ignored. And then like they could go like Undying, Drow second phase if they wanted on VICI, or like Drow Venge, Undying
Yeah.
plus like anything. Because I think you can put the Grimstroke 4 again, and it would be absolutely fine with the Slardar. Like it's a similar concept to the Troll, in that it's just this with this melee hero that gets on top of them, does a decent amount of damage. You don't have that innate gap close, but you do have sprint to work with, so it's kind of similar.
I think you got to ban Beastmaster if you're VICI.
Yeah, I think so. I think that hero would be really good for them. But it depends if they're playing like this Drow Undying lane. I don't think they care about the Beastmaster really. So it depends what they want to pick themselves. Yeah, I think Beastmaster would be good, but what I'm saying is it depends what they want to pick.
Works with the Wispel Shrek because you're going to be getting Hawk Vision. You can find those relocates, have that, and there's the Lifestealer ban that MMR up 25. There we go. Proper ban, guess. That's how my MMR should work.
You'd be a negative if you got it wrong every time, though. So
yeah, I get a lot of calls right. I feel like I don't know. Maybe who knows? I did say TA all of one tournament and never got to see it.
Yeah, yeah. You've still got to catch up on that tournament. So
yeah.
I think the Beastmaster ban's okay. I think banning out a hero as well that groups up and offers good team fight could be interesting.
They ban the Drow themselves and they go to the Clinks. Okay, yeah. You know what? I like the Clinks. We've seen the Clinks. It's very strong, especially when you've got that help from the Slardar. This could be really disgustingly quick.
Yeah, something. And again, you have to remember that Undying's still in the pool, which Undying Clinks sounds like a really strong lane as well. I think Clockwork Clinks could have some like game impact here. I think Clockwork Clinks is something we've seen so far this tournament already as well.
I'd really love to see Lich come into play. I'm surprised that hero hasn't been picked. Or even the Crystal Maiden.
I think Crystal Maiden's okay here, if they wanted to go for it. But then it makes their support duo pretty weak. Like, they basically become food for the Clinks, like both of them.
No, I was saying Crystal Maiden or Lich for
VICI.
VICI. Yeah, I don't know.
I think you want more of like a go in and commit kind of hero. Like this melee, like we're going to force fights kind of thing.
Ooh, the Enchantress that is rarely prioritized in China gets picked here.
Why is it picked though, B-Cup?
Don't do that to me. Stop.
Why is it picked?
I'm not answering. I'm too low MMR to answer this question.
No, you're not. You can do this. I believe in you.
I can't.
Think about it.
I cannot.
What's it laning against?
No. It's leaning against the Slardar.
And?
Guardian Sprint. It's to dispel the Guardian Sprint. Come on.
And what else?
Stop. I hate getting tested in front of the class.
It's a tutoring session.
I'm not answering.
It's good against Guardian
questions.
Sprint, and it's good against the Inkswell as well, because it purges off both of them. So when they go for this like play where they run in your face with Inkswell, you just take it off straight away. It's really good.
You think production's just going, what is this idiot doing on this stream right now? Can't answer simple questions.
Yeah, probably. ET.
All right. I think the ET kind of scares off a potential Terrorblade pick.
Yeah, but it does work in the sense that against Slardar, you want to pick these high armor heroes like the Morph and the TTB and stuff. You're right. So the ET does dissuade that, but at the same time, it's like they're very reliant on this Slardar being the hero that just goes in every single time now, right? At least the Enchantress can't win both the side lanes. Against Grimstroke Slardar in one lane and like ET in the other lane, it's like a really good Enchantress game for the Purge because you can take off the Spirit buff as well, but you can't do it in both lanes at once. So where do they put the edge? I still think their support duo is like really weak though on EHOME. I think they're really going to struggle to make moves on the map.
Do you think they just go even more minus armor and pick up the TA?
I don't think you want more single target physical damage. I think they want some like early game team fight or like magic burst. They need like control for the troll as well.
Yeah.
They have Soulbind, they have like Sada, they have Stomp and stuff, but it's not.
I wouldn't mind seeing
reliable.
Puck.
It's okay.
Mobile, get a Dream Coil down.
I think Ember's really good.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Because it's, again, I think you want to try and be able to focus these supports down in the backline first. And Ember is really good with Slardar because you get the like slight physical damage amp, but it also has that magic damage.
Mm-hmm.
You can sleight of fist dodge split earth as well from the Lesh in the mid lane if possible. I like the Bat Rider ban. They need an offlaner on EHOME that is willing to just like start fights and just go in. I still think they're gonna. We saw from EHOME last year, and they struggled to find like openings on the map and things. I think it's going to be the same again this game, unless they pick a hero that is happy to just go crazy. I think Beastmaster still in the pool is
nuts.
Interesting to me. Yeah,
I'm surprised that it's still. I would have prioritized getting rid of the Beastmaster over the Bat Rider.
But then how good is it? It's okay. I just don't think it's amazing though. Not now that I've seen the rest of their heroes.
Yeah. They go Clockwork. Are they going 3 Clock? Would they ever go 3 Enchantress?
3 Ench, 4 Clock, maybe 3 Clock, 4 Wisp. But Wisp, if it's a Wisp Clock lane, that sounds awful. I'm assuming they're putting the Wisp with the Troll, and then it's going to be Clock with the ET.
The Ench.
So the Clock with the Ench, yeah. So Fade is probably more likely to. I mean, it's probably going to be Chalice Ench, actually, isn't it? That's what the old LGD used to do in the other patches and
Storm.
stuff. Storms. It's a really good Storm game.
Yeah, I really worry, especially once Storm gets this Orchid.
Oh, so Chalice is playing Clock, okay. And they are playing.
Clock.
I will say their Ench Clock lane's really strong against this Clink's ET, because like we said, you can purge off the Spirit buff. I'm assuming that's what it's going to be. I don't think you want to play Clock Wisp together.
Yeah.
That feels really underwhelming.
And the only reason I giggled at Chalice Clock, by the way, guys, is because there was one game where Chalice, when he was the one position for LGD, had to play. I'm pretty sure he had 200 ping or something like that. He was dealing with a lot of packet loss as well, and was just like they gave him Clockwork just so he they weren't wasting
built a Necro 1.
Yeah, he built Necro 1 and was I don't know. They just kind of were hoping he'd hit a hook shot, and it was pretty bad. He was missing some point blanks.
It was quite funny though.
But you understood that he was just
yeah. It was just one of those games you're like, oh, this is
his game was probably
really
moving just there's no way he was gonna hit anything. Was that OGA?
Yeah, it was.
I think it was, right? Yeah.
I like this Storm pick though. This is really good. They don't really have any control for the Storm this game, at all. Their lineup's potentially a little bit greedy on VICI, but they have good roach taking potential. They have good wave clear. They have good team fight because they can jump the supports first. This Wisp is going to have a really difficult game up against the Storm. Every time the Wisp gets jumped, especially when Storm gets BKB, what do EHOME do? It's hook shot. Then you get 100-0 the Storm in a hook shot duration?
Yes,
it's not happening.
They can basically. Go on. Sorry.
I was just going to say, if they can get to 30 minutes and not be massively far behind on VICI, I don't think there's a world that they lose this game. I think EHOME have to be playing from in front with this support Joe, getting a really early mech. They have to be running down at towers with the Lesh. The Troll, I don't think, if he goes Battlefield this game, I'd be really surprised. Yeah, I think it's, like we said, if the game goes late, I don't know how they're supposed to win. So I think he has to double down on this S and Y early or something. Or just a Yasha BKB.
I just don't know how they're gonna deal with potentially an Orchid on both the Clinks and the Storm.
These voice lines are ridiculous.
I wish it got higher pitched.
To the next level, hey.
That was close.
Tell me someone saw that.
So, EHOME are dealing with what? Hookshot and Split Earth as their stun?
Yeah. It's
Against Vortex, Inkswell, Slithering
Like,
Crush,
whoa,
Sleep.
it's not even that. It's against like really mobile heroes like Storm, Slardar with Sprint. It's like Clinks is pretty quick when he gets Skeleton Walk going as well. They have good gap close for heroes like the Clinks and the Slardar with the hook shot, but then it's like when they're in there, and especially when they get BKBs, what's going to happen this game? I'd love to see how EHOME win. I just don't know how they're going to do it.
Yeah.
And they've put the inch with the Troll, and they've put the clock with the Wisp. I just don't know how I feel about this. I think their lanes are like so much weaker like this.
Yeah, this seems like a really strong lane for VICI, by the way.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
When you get to like level 2, level 3. Inkswell, Slithering Crush, Bash of the Deep.
But again, like, you're against
coming
Ench,
in.
so it doesn't matter how strong you are because you can't ever get that combo going really. I think the Grimstroke has potential. Like they need the ET to come in to really find a kill. I think because they can't rely on the Inkswell in this lane. How's mid going? Oh, he's got off to an amazing start already. 7-3 to the 3-0 of XM.
Which, again, that's not surprising. You've picked Ori probably, what, his best hero besides maybe TA?
I like his Lina.
Yeah, I agree.
Lina and Puck are the two I always think of when I think of Ori.
Really?
Yeah.
I think a Storm TA. But there's been a couple games where I've just kind of seen him ball out of control on that Storm.
Quite literally.
Yes. Going Boots, no.
Yeah, he needs the boots to slay against the Lesh. Otherwise, he gets run down like really quickly. You can't afford to go like. Is he going double or a single now?
Single right now.
Single, right? Yeah. Okay.
What's the build up here for Erica on this Clinks? Hold that for a second. PYW taking a lot of damage. Inkswell. And they've got the Bash of the Deep, and the Inkswell will land on SCC. Can they get the kill out of this Troll? He's bashed up once again, and they will get first blood with the Stroke of Fate.
Toast the first droplet.
That's rough. Like Sada wasn't even having a great lane really, but now they just get the first blood as well. It's onto the Grimstroke, which is a bit sad for old 11, but now Troll's going to miss like a whole wave. Well, probably 3 creeps of this wave because it's pushing in as well.
XM taking a lot of harassment over mid. Ooh.
Yeah, or he got the bottle before him, but now XM has his coming out, so he's going to have the regen advantage. Like you see instantly, Ori has to just back off because he knows XM's just here with the full bottle having just come out.
Mm-hmm.
Is he walking all the way back to base? Jesus.
I'm surprised because I guess he's got 30 seconds until the power rune comes out, but now is he going to make it back in time?
He would have died if he stayed for that wave. But now he loses out on a lot of XP because he misses a wave and a bit probably.
Yeah, so where he was leading, now all of a sudden it doesn't look that great. He's going to TP back mid. They've got supports both top and bot. They'll hit the sweep on the Leshrac, and the rune is bottom, but the Electric Vortex, they've got the tether. XM here with Fade. Ori going to try and fight this, and meanwhile, Enchantress is getting hit by the Inkswell. They land the Split Earth. Ori can get the damage out. They'll hit the sweep, and they should be able to find XM, but not before Ori dies. Erica is dead up towards top. They might be able to get PYW as well.
Ooh, that's so bad for the Storm. He just TP'd back to the lane, so he's going to have to walk all the way back again now. And he didn't get any XP from those kills because he died first. He's going to be so far behind this Lesh.
DY needs to get out of here. And
I don't
Ori
know
was
how-
dominating up to that point too.
I don't know how the Clockwork killed the Clinks as well. He got him under the tower. I'm assuming they just shoved the lane in and dove him, but... Chalice Clockwork, baby. He's pretty good at this hero. When he's not on 200, 300 ping.
So much more.
A soldier's fortune.
I can't believe you got that kill.
Radiant are scanning.
And that'll slow down the Clinks, who is 22-1. Not having the worst time, not having the best time.
Have they got any stacks for the Lesh yet? It doesn't look like they do.
I don't think they really have moved anybody off the lanes into the jungle yet, so X Nova's not stacking for him. And Wisp has been up here with the Clockwork. Bounty Rune's still available in the triangle. And all of a sudden, like, this gives you the opportunity as XM, now that you're level 6, you're a full level ahead of the Storm, to potentially take this mid tier 1 tower and transition up towards top too. It can get really sketchy really fast.
DY?
Trying to farm where he
Stop.
can.
Yeah, he needs to take whatever he can get right now. I'd be interested to see if he makes a TP to a side lane here to make a play, potentially top lane on the Storm.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But this Chalice Clockwork's doing incredibly well. He's doing much better than I thought he would, and now with the phase boots as well, he has the extra armor against the Clinks. Like, this game feels really good.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Look at where Erica has to play at the moment in this lane.
Yeah. He's not doing awfully like Erica's doing okay. It's not great, but
Yeah, he's not farming amazingly well. It's just where he has to play is constantly under his own tower, and it's just like a struggle for him to
They're
feel
going.
safe. And here they go again. They've got the dust. They'll have the battery assault. They'll look for the sweep that hits out of the Clockwork. XM's here as well, so Erica in trouble once again, and he's probably going to die for the second time in this lane. So just based on the mid is what is opened up this game so much. They're going to get this tier 1 tower in the top lane.
that death on the Storm before is kicked. Like, Ori was having a really good time, but he was doing really well. Then all of a sudden, like, that one death just makes this game incredibly difficult.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's the 7-minute tower that you said, B-Cop. Oh my god.
Yeah.
The
That's
prophecy.
what happens with the little track. Yeah, the 2K prophecy.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I mean, they have vision on this, but they just can't do anything. So now this is what? We're going to force them back into the jungle. But can Storm and Clinks share the jungle efficiently where they're both getting farm?
Yeah, they can. Like, as long as the Slardar isn't taking anything as well, as long as he's, like, doing his own thing.
I think Old 11 needs like an early blink.
Yeah, he's gonna go blink. They need a hero that can actually fight at this point.
Is under attack.
Because the Clinks and the Storm are both... I mean, Storm's not playing catch-up, but I feel like considering his start, he should feel like he should be ahead right now, right?
And Swell. And the ball lightning, but that's going to be short.
But it's Wisplash, just has 410 movement speed.
Look at where the Clinks is in terms of net worth.
Yeah, but we've seen every game that the Clinks has played. I don't think it ever plays from in front. I think it's played from behind every single time.
Yeah, and then it gets
hits
to a point.
And then it gets Death Sow and it just kills everybody. Like, his damage output when you max out Strafe and get a Death Sow is unbelievable. Because, like, the Death Sow amps the damage of the Searing Arrows as well, because it's physical.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They're converging. Sweep actually hits Chalice, who is trying to get up on a DY. And if they get this tower, my prophecy is complete. The 7 and 10 minute tower.
I love this though for EHOME. They aren't afraid to just like play the tempo this game. They want to be the ones playing in front, like we said, and they catch like PYW.
Yeah, hook shot, battery assault. They've got the ink, so they don't get the kill though. Wow,
Dire's
Vortex.
middle tower has fallen.
holds him back, keeps him alive, gets the kill on the Chalice, but there's the tower. 10 minutes.
Yeah, the rest of EHOME were like, oh, we don't really want to go in there, buddy. We kind of just want to take the tower. He's like, oh, okay, never mind. That death hurts for the Clockwork as well, because I think every death on this hero feels real sad. Like, you don't have a great farming mechanic, so if you fall behind, it can be difficult to come back into the game again. Like, he's always going to do his job, and you know what he's going to do, like jump in and find space and make kills happen, but every death, yeah, puts him back a lot.
Stupendous.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
1k lead right now for EHOME. But Storm's sitting top of the net worth. So after the bad start, seems like he's kind of like recovered.
They dug up a bounty rune for him as well. Just had it next to him.
Radiant's bottom tower
Ready
is
for when he
under
finished the
attack.
jungle camp. That was cute.
Quink's going into the Deso. He's going to grab that after he's finished off these treads. He's gotten double Wraith treads.
Oh, look at Ori here, though. I think they see him under the ward, though, the Radiant ward.
Yeah, I believe so. He's TPing anyway. He's TPing in the outpost. Ex-Novanir. Can they get this
Oh,
kill?
they see Erica on the sentry.
Yeah. This game's
Dire's middle tower
pace
under
is like
attack.
there, but not. Does that make sense?
It's just been a quiet, couple of 2 or 3 minutes or so, that's all. Like, the pace of the game's still there for EHOME. You see, like, they want to make these moves. The Lecher's coming bot, they want to take another tower. There's mech on the Wisp.
Dire's structures are fortified.
The Grimstroke knows its job. Like, PYW's maxing Stroke of Fate this game because he knows he just needs the wave clear against this, like,
Dire's
tempo.
bottom tower is under attack.
And Troll's got Yasha queued up as well, not going Battle Fury. Fantastic. That's really good.
Trying to get this tower. Sweet misses. Stroke of Fate on the XM. Fade's got that mech, so they have a lot of sustainability on this, as well as a lot of push. They already got every tier 1 tower.
Blaze here.
But you have to remember, this is before VICI have any item that allows them to fight, right? Like, the Slardar's going to get Blink. Grimstroke's going 4 stuff, which is great. Storm's actually going Bloodstone. Okay. I don't mind that. Klinks is going to
Bottom,
get Deso
hook
as
shot. They got the cogs around this Slardar, but there's the Soulbind. Do they have the damage to really turn this around at all? They hit the sweep. Old 11 on the run. He's going to survive for now. Ori moving forward as well. Ball Lightning Vortex XM. Gonna get saved by the mech, but he's still gonna die. He went back to full, ends up dying still. Wow.
I'm not
damage.
sure what's Ex-Nova doing on this
Radiant's
Enge, though.
bottom tower is under attack.
He's kind of just been doing his own thing, right? Just farming top lane and pushing the lane out and stuff, which is fine. I get that, but
Dire's
I don't know, it
top tower
feels-
is under attack.
does the Edge not want to be there?
Radiant's bottom tower has
Yeah,
fallen.
do they want him to have something specific? Like, is this Glimmer Cape really that important?
Against Slardar. Can't be that important.
No.
Or maybe Ex-Nova was like, guys, you shouldn't be there anymore. Like, we've taken the bot tier 1 already, right? There's nothing else for you to get in the area. So, like, why are we still playing there?
Hook shot on a PYW. Ink Swell, not gonna be enough to keep him alive.
Good kill. Clinks. Ooh.
Bottom. Erica getting chased. Diabolic Edict. The damage is there. They get the kill on Erica.
Okay.
That'll slow down the Deso.
I guess if they pop dust and just run at him, then he can't really do anything because they're so quick.
Yeah.
Invisibility.
He's kind of struggling at the moment still.
Ooh, the Clinks.
But like you said, he's never
He's
really
not doing
playing from
awfully.
ahead from when we've seen him.
VICI, though, they get the Slardar Blink. They want to smoke and go. They want to find a kill. And I think they saw the Lesh under a ward they had before. Oh, this is
Blink.
big.
Slithering Crush, and they find the Leshrac. They get the kill on XM. They'll take out Fade. Chalice and SCCC come in. They'll use the hookshot on the old 11. They're going to look to get this kill with the Battery Assault. Slithering Crush, and the damage is just so quick. They got the silence onto the Enchantress. They get the kill there on the old 11, but it looks like X-Nova's going to die as well. 4 heroes down on the side of EHOME. VICI come out ahead.
What an initiation!
reveal.
That's the Inkswell with the Slardar on top, right? They just absolutely melt them with the Soulbind down as well and the double zip. Perfect combination, and they're exactly the two heroes that you want to find there as well. The Wisp +1.
Much more.
And like, yeah, you get double minus armor from the Soulbind as well with the Corrosive Haze. They just tore them apart, tore them to pieces.
So Deso will be coming out now for Erica as he farms these Ancients.
Yeah. The bit that surprised me there, though, was that EHOME decided to try and fight again when it was 3 versus 5. Like, those two heroes died, and they were like, yeah, like, Clock, I'm going in. It's just, I don't know. I feel like as soon as you lose 2 heroes like that, there's no way you should be thinking about fighting still.
Especially when you're about to drop 10 armor immediately from the Corrosive Haze and just get ripped to shreds. Slardar going Ags next, and he's already got enough for the point booster.
Chalice? Oh, relocate.
Relocate. But the sleep. Oh,
Storm's coming as well.
Here comes the Storm. Earthsplitter hits all 3. Chalice in trouble, and now the Soulbind. The damage is there. They kill off XM. They'll take out Chalice, and Fade just makes it back. What timing from DY?
Yeah, what a disaster. I mean, the thing is, the Grimstroke holds the clock in place for so long. Like, and just messes around with him. And then the relocate comes in. Like, maybe they think because there's no tier 1 tower that VICI can't get there quick enough. But little do they know, the Storm's already running down to that part of the map. Like, Slardar can get there so quickly because of the level 4 sprint that he has. He's going to get Axe second item on the Slardar as well. I really like that.
Yeah.
BKB's okay this game, but
he's got a BKB.
Oh, he's changed. He had
just switched it.
He just switched it, yeah. I was going to say, I actually prefer the Ags, I think, but I think BKB's a safe play against the Lesh. Oh, Ori.
Yeah, going down as the entire side of EHOME comes in on him.
How did... He had mana. I'm genuinely not sure how he died.
Is the timing going to be there for Slardar? Doesn't look like it. Oh, but maybe the sleep.
Where are you going?
They're trying to move around so the sleep doesn't land, and it doesn't. So they get the Aegis, the hook shot out. Slithering Crush, Inkswell onto the Clockwork. He's in trouble, pops the Blade Mail, but still taking a lot of damage from Erica as well as Old 11. Old 11 falls as well as PYW.
I mean, the Storm pickoff's the big thing here that like sets everything off, right? The Storm pickoff means they get the Roche, they then get like an extra couple of kills because VICI try and defend the Roche. And now the Troll has BKB in a few hundred, like a couple of hundred gold. Well, 100 now. So when he gets that BKB, that's going to be the big time in the game for them. They need to just group up and go. I'm going to have to watch the game back to find out how the Storm died. Maybe it was like an Ench neutral or something into a split Earth.
What's... Okay, so Erica's going BKB next.
I love that they keep using this relocate for bot lane though to just push the lane out and things as well. Because it just means they can
see with like Sven Wisp too, right?
It just means they can play top lane all the time and like keep like pushing out the mid lane or the top lane and finding objectives and kills, and they're just relocating for bot lane to push the lane out whenever they need to. Because if you look at their heroes, they don't really have that hero that just sits in a wave and like pushes the lane out. They've just got Clockwork and a relocate on a Wisp, so they have Rocket Flare and they have relocate to like push lanes out from like global reach, which is really good.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Bloodstone finished for Ori. We got the Soul on a PYW, 4 staff. He's got a good chunk of farm on this Grimstroke, but Enchantress is actually 1,000 gold ahead of him.
but like a lot of this comes from like the tower gold and stuff that they have in that advantage on the supports.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Exo has just been sitting in a lane and farming a lot. Bot lane.
And tier 2 mid. Oh,
What?
Ori getting taken out again.
Soldier's fortune.
Mid
Okay.
tier 2 goes down too. Like,
But they
this
can-
is looking really good for EHOME.
He must have just got perma-netted up by the rage and the battle chance.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Because again, like they didn't use hookshot or anything.
Yeah.
Another
Ooh,
pick
they're
off
looking
mid.
for PYW. Get the kill there as well. And all of a sudden, EHOME, it feels like they're ready to go onto the high ground. You okay for the
He wanted the
top bounty,
wins,
but it's not going to be there.
yeah, that's rough.
So, no Orchid for VICI.
For who? Sorry, for the storm.
For Storm or Clanks.
Yeah, I think that's fine though. Like, I don't think you can go Orchid this game. It doesn't do anything. Like, Troll has BKB. Lesh isn't gonna die in the Orchid duration. Like, what are you gonna kill a? Maybe like a Fade Wisp or something, but he's got mech. It's really difficult. You can't go on clock with Orchid as well. It doesn't make a difference. They just need to build up for the late game on VICI. Like with this, like Bloodstone on the Storm. He'll probably get, yeah, he's gonna go BKB next. I don't understand how he's died twice in a row when they don't have any stunts. He's now in this really unfortunate position where he was like top of net worth and he was doing really well. And after those deaths, he's got like, all of a sudden he's got less charges on his Bloodstone. Like he doesn't feel as safe about his game. But it's still a good Storm game.
BKB.
Yeah, he does, but at the same time, I don't know if the Beacon would have saved his last 2 deaths either. But there's nothing else he can build that's better. That's the main thing. Because Clinks is going to have BKB in a second as well, and then the damage from the Lesh just isn't really there. DY.
He is very quickly killed off. Chalice getting the kill there.
I like
Another
how he
pick off
farmed
for EHOME.
he farmed 2 small camp neutrals before he died for efficiency. That was cute. Love this plate mail on the Lesh as well. Armor really good against the Slardar Clinks.
Well, yeah, now it's in his inventory.
Oh, they didn't see the Slardar. He got into the trees in time. Doesn't have a TP score, though.
So, Courier. That actually almost puts him up on his BKB. Interesting. He just death pacted his own skeleton archer.
It has a lot of
Okay.
HP though. It has 1,000, so pretty good to gobble up.
Up top, Yules and into the stun. Ori in trouble, but this time he's gonna survive.
So the X Nova Ench is coming though. Oh. Real carry was about to show up.
That's how Ori has been going down. That Yule's into the split earth. That's Triple C going into the Manta. He's got Basher, BKB. Clinks has his BKB. Storm far from his, and he's really gonna need that.
Yeah, I mean, going high ground though against like Storm, Grimstroke, Slardar, ET, not easy. So even though they've built up this lead on eHome, they need to try and like just get the second Aegis, I think, and then go. But it's not an easy feat. You know, easier said than done.
Southern
Clockwork.
Crush coming into Chalice. Damage is there. Blade Mail. Not gonna be too much to deal with. They're still looking for XM and Fade, but they're not going to catch him.
Or he tried to jump in the backline to get the extra with the Lesh and the Wisp, but his Storm, his jump landed a little bit short, and then the Yules came out onto him from the Lesh. So really well played by XM. That's cute. I thought he'd consider going like heavy in armor on the Lesh. Get like something else as well, but he seems quite happy with everything at the moment. Even against this like Deso and Slada. Oh no, like game's definitely in EHOME's court at the moment, but I don't think game's going bad for VICI. I think they'll be fine with how things are. It's just going to be up to EHOME whether they can get this second Roche and then make the most of the Aegis duration. And like, are they going to actually be able to pull off a high ground push?
They're TPing into the outpost. Right on to X-Nova. And they've got a sentry. Blink Southern Crush coming through. Ori. He's Yule's up, hit with the split earth. They have the damage to get the kill on that Ori. They end up taking out X-Nova. Rocket Flare, Grimstroke here. Inkswell onto the Sardar as well as the Soulbind. That's going to pop BKB from Old 11. They get the kill on the Chalice. They'll take it a second. Blink forward from Old 11 looking for more. No mana left on Erica. He's only got 699.
This would be really good if Roche was up as well, but unfortunately it's not. So now they're not going to have their BKB on the Slada potentially for when the Roche spawns. Actually, how long is it? Oh, a minute and a bit. Okay, never mind. They will.
Wisp, best item in the game. Holy Locket.
Ooh. Interesting.
There's the Abyssal from the Troll. So they could just stun lock this Storm.
Yeah, the Abyssal's very much needed this game. He had Manta queued up before. I'm glad he changed his mind.
Dire's courier has been killed.
It's just going to be DI's job to sit around the Roche pit now and scout out when it spawns and try and delay them as much as possible. Storm has BKB coming out. Cleats is going Butterfly next. Good item choice against the Troll. I thought he might consider going MKB, but...
Dire's courier has
So now Ori's got this BKB, but the question is, will it matter with the Abyssal? Ball Lightning, and they've got the Electric Vortex. They get the kill. Here comes SCCC with the bashes out onto Ori. He pops the BKB, and he's going to find himself Ball Lightning back to the stairs. Soulbind connects. Southern Crush comes through. They've got the bash onto the Leshrac. Stroke of Fate hits both of them. Right click's coming in. They've got the Ink Swell. They'll chase Chalice. That won't land. Earth Splitter coming through. That'll hit onto the Leshrac, and Fate slept. He can't save XM.
Yeah, and the Roche has just spawned as well. Oh dear.
Link's going
they
into
just
Butterfly next.
Like the whole BKB battle trance duration of the Troll just got wasted, right? And if they'd have caught the Storm, it would have been really good. But they managed to force Staff Storm away, so they couldn't like perma root him up with the nets. And then when he's able to zip, yeah, they're absolutely fine. This Roche is everything here though for both these teams.
is under attack.
And you see DY still just sitting in the area throwing Spirit in over and over again. It's like I just can't let them take the Roche here. But Radiant definitely have a vision advantage as well in the sense that you see the Ench creep in the pit, that they have Rocket Flare as well. Both teams have great Roche control. Ooh. I think the Rocket Flare just picked up a smoke. Yeah, this is...
Abyssal Blade running a PYW. The Southern Crush hits out on Chalice end as well as X-Nova. They'll throw the Soulbind in. Erica trying to do as much damage as he can, but the battle trance from this Troll. They'll disengage. They've got everybody alive. Old 11 almost dropping to the Flare. They relocate in XM as well as Fade. They've got the Vortex holding up Fade. He's trying to survive, but won't. The right clicks from Erica are just too strong. They look over at XM. They've got the Phantom's Embrace, so he's silenced up. He'll use himself into the air, or he's trying to get back, as now he's out of mana. They lose DY, and he buys back immediately. They try to smoke, and Erica's right there. They're going to dust, but miss. He gets the Archer. So he comes out of Skeleton Walk, I believe on purpose, to get the Archer and use that Death Pact. He's running in, Abyssal Blade. Hook shot goes across, hits the Elder Titan and the Grimstroke. I don't even know if that was on purpose, but it works out so well.
let's pretend that was definitely on purpose, because it could have been. And now they get the Roche as well. Like, killing that support Joe is huge. Especially when then they don't have buyback on the Elder Titan. Oh god. This Abyssal on Troll's been really good as well.
Yeah, Aegis now into the hands of SCCC. And now they're going to go and, well, 6k lead. Try to take over the game even more. Got Shiva's being built by the Storm. Klink's going into the Butterfly still. DY bought back in that last fight, and he got taken out for a second time in that exchange. And it just comes off the hook shot as well as, you know, I just think, I don't know if, I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but it ends up that the hook shot lands on both the Grimstroke as well as the Elder Titan, and they just clean
Fair play
up,
to
so.
EHOME and X-Nova as well. Having that ward on the high ground there for that fight is unbelievable. Like, the fact VICI haven't thought about it being there, and they're then fighting into that area.
So all of a sudden it's a 9k lead. He got the Enchanted Quiver picked up by the Lestrak. Manta finished for the Troll. So he's gone BKB, Abyssal, and Manta. He's got this Aegis. They can still hold on VICI, but this is a tall order for them. Orb of Destruction is certainly going to help, though.
It's a good Klink Siam.
Sentry down.
I'd be interested if he buys out for this Butterfly, if he changes his mind on the Klinks. It's an okay item choice, but I'm just wondering if he'll commit.
Radiant's bottom tower
Courier?
is under attack.
Is he going to try and just kill the
I think you
wave
get
here in
mid
between?
two. Oh no, you can't. Fair enough.
No, just go for the Ancients. Noticing a lot that he's just using that Burning Army skeleton just to Death Pact every single time.
Yeah. This is really good though, because if you see what EMO are doing at the moment, they think they're choking VICI out right now. But what they don't realize is the Klinks are just farming the other side of the map at the same time. So like normally where the Klinks are just stuck in his base, because they have like Storm and Klinks, just farming these side lanes so much, and like pushing lanes out and farming the enemy jungle. Yeah, they feel really good on VICI. Not really good, but like much better than normal.
And he is going to buy onto the Butterfly. He just needs the Quarterstaff. Has that Eagle Song, the extra agility. Getting close to that level 20. We'll see if what he goes for. Do you take the attack range or the reset on the Death Pact?
I don't know.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Smoke used by VICI and Troll. Yeah, getting spotted.
I'd assume he takes the attack range just for this game against the Troll, but I'm not 100% sure.
Storm went into the extra electric vortex, plus 0.4 seconds. He's also building into an ag, so he's trying to become that mobile enigma, where he's able to use the blue hole. Sweep lands onto the Troll. He's still 900 gold away from it, though, so he'll need some time to farm that up, and that's exactly what he's doing while EHOME are trying to siege the high ground. They've got a repair kit, so this isn't exactly that easy for EHOME.
And Klink's has cut a wave as well in the mid lane, so they don't have a wave coming in quite yet. You see there's one coming towards bot, but like Storm can just zip and take it if he needs to.
Yeah, and there's the glyph. They finished off the Butterfly. Storm now 300 gold away from having the axe, but he still has to pick it up. They've got the electric vortex that's coming through onto the Troll. They're going to get him back, but there's the sweep on a bunch of these heroes as well as the Stroke of Fate. Earth Splitter comes in. The hookshot's going to be used by Charles. That's going to hit onto Erica. Erica inside the Cox, but he's popped that BKB. They've got the dust and the right on top of the Clinks. Can they get the kill? Yes, they can. They've taken him out. Double kill here for the SCCC on the side of EHOME as they'll finish off PYW. He's going to buy back into the game. They don't have this Clinks. He does not have buyback, and they'll finish off hold 11. He doesn't have buyback either because he just used it and he ends up dead again. Or he backs up into the well with PYW and DY. This just might be the end of the game.
Yeah, I think
it's at least a set of racks, maybe two.
the Troll feels unkillable now. Like he's managed to pull so far ahead of the Klinks. It's just like almost like an extra 50% on his network.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle
Binding in, binding out.
Ooh. I like the attempt by Chalice though to
Dire's
cog him.
middle barracks has fallen.
Like, how do you stop this? I mean,
Hook
they're
shot.
playing its Lesh, right?
DUI, 4 staff back. There's the Abyss on a PYW. They get the Electric Vortex, but it's really not going to matter. They hit the Yules, and they'll just call GG. They're going to tap out here. They don't want to buy back on the Storm. It's not going to matter much for anything as, well, Erica's still dead, and EHOME, they even up the series at 1 and avoid elimination, at least for now.
I don't know. I feel like this game was so weird. VICI were in a really good position for like long periods of this game. And then there was like double storm death, where out of nowhere, yeah.
And that was very impressive by EHOME to take that game. And SCCC, 3-1-10. He just pulls so far ahead of that Clinks. And I wasn't too sure they were going to be able to do it based on the beginning of the game, because we saw that Ori was having an impressive mid lane, and then all of a sudden he dies, and then